Oh hi. Vic, the most southern city in Iceland, located in 180 km to the southeast from Reykjavik on the district road. Center of municipality Myrðalskrepur and Vestaskaftafelsis region Sigurland. Besides permanent residents, in Vic there is a lot of more than 100 people as of 2017. The seasonal workers from around the world occupied in the industry of tourism. Sites and tourism. Near Vic there is a black sandy Reynisfjara beach. In 1991 the American magazine Islands magazine called this beach one of the most beautiful not tropical beaches on earth. In several tens meters from this beach are Reynisdrangar basalt columns in the ocean. According to a legend, these rocks were once trolls who hardened from sunlight. To the west from Vic, Mount Reynisfjord, 340 meters high, with which the beautiful view of the coast opens, is located. It is known among ornithologists. In the summer on it a large number of bird species lives. Eruption of Eyjafjallajökull in 2010 attracted to Iceland and Vic a great number of tourists. As of 2018, in the city there were more than 1,600 hotel rooms, that is 4 times more than was before eruption. The history of regular observation of climate in Vic begins since 1925, when they founded the meteorological station. Tragic events became an occasion. In the fall of this year many landslides, one of which led of people to death, descended, having filled up 2 farms near Steinar. Before this observation were conducted from 1809 to 1840 by Dr. Sveig Paulsson. However, records were kept rather seldom and are rather full only since 1812. Since September 2007 the meteorological station was transformed to an observation post on which 3 times a day only temperature and an amount of precipitation is taken. Climate in Vic, the warmest in Iceland. Similar indicators are fixed only in Vestmannaeyjar. However, in the summer in Vic is a little warmer, and is a little colder in the winter. Strong rainfall. The guide of Lonely Planet calls it the most rainy place in Iceland. A characteristic of Vic, the average annual amount of precipitation from 1971 for 2000 made 2333 The most high temperature was recorded in Vic on August 11, 1939, 28.5 C, though there are certain bases not to trust this measurement. The following highest value was recorded on June 21, 1939. How the all-Icelandic record in Teigarkorna was set. -25.0 C. The third highest value, -24.4 C, was reached during a heat wave in August, 2004. During Paulsson's measurements the most high temperature is registered on August 15, 1810. 25 C. However, the thermometer wasn't covered, and isn't clear. It became result of direct or indirect solar radiation. The record cold snap was measured on the night of April 1, 1968. 16.9 C when the country was covered by hard frosts. The lowest temperature was recorded by Paulsson on January 28, 1811. -14.6 C. Most rainy year for a history of observations I was 1926, when 2887 of rainfall dropped out, following 1950. 2858 and 1959. 2855. Least of all rainfall dropped out in 1952. 1662. Is on the second place 1963. 1694. The greatest day indicator was 150.3. On September 9, 1933. On December 25, 26, 1926, a bigger indicator of an amount of precipitation. 215. 8. Which it would be possible to recognize as record in the country was measured, however because of features of a technique of measurement it is incomparable to the received other stations. Vic is located near volcanoes Eyjafjallajökull and Katla. As a result of eruption of the first of them on Vic, the layer of ashes thick dropped out. However, the greatest danger is constituted by Katla, who the last time was thrown up in 1918, but shows signs of possible close eruption. Besides, a threat is posed by the ashes, a lava and poisonous gases which are thrown up by a volcano. Because of thawing of glaciers which covered a volcano, flooding of area in which there is Vic is possible. Researchers of arrangement of geological rainfall say that last eruptions also caused a tsunami which was reflected from the islands of Vestmannaeyjar and caused a flood. In the summer of 2017 there was an earthquake measuring 3 points which caused break of natural tanks of melt glacial water. Flooded proceeding at Vic, the Mulekvissel River. The previous similar event took place in 2011. In case of eruption, the population will have only 2-3 hours on reaching a safe shelter. One of such shelters is Vic's church covered with the mountain. Local stage regular drills. In case of eruption, the notification on mobile communication, having received which will be sent, the farmers living in the field have to disconnect the electrified protections, open shelters for the cattle that animals could rise to mountains, place the notice that they left the residence on a door and to go to one of the centers of evacuation. According to Sven Paulsen, who in 2010 was Vic's mayor, within half an hour the population has to appear in the safe place. Concern causes presence at a dangerous zone of a large number of the tourists not familiar with an operations procedure in case of emergency situation. Further search, in addition to text messages on mobile communication and through a special application for smartphones, in areas with a bad covering of cellular network it is supposed to use drones. For seasonal workers, annual briefings in English are held. Consequences of a catastrophic volcanic eruption of Katla are shown in the Icelandic fantastic TV series of the same name, which action happens in Vic. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.